Okay, we should be good to go for now. And I did get the game started. Yesterday we had the issue of course, a glitch. Um, can I mute that in the background? But, so with that glitch, we couldn't care for our horse. Good news, I logged in today. I went to go grab an image for a thumbnail. So I will say the stuff that I think what I found, because I've had to do that again for a thumbnail earlier. When you log in, whatever it tells you for that day when you log in, once you log out, it entirely resets because it's up to random chance. Um, it gave us the coast again for wild horses. When I log in, we'll see what it does now. But the good news is, that relog, once you have that bug for moving your horses around in the stalls where you can't care for them, you can't put down bedding, you can't do anything, once you relog, fully gone. Fully fixed that, so we're good to go on that, which is really nice because I'd be really worried that I might have to go in and try to repair the files or something that way. Good news, don't have to do that. We are still dealing with the absolute mess that is having multiple times of we got the highest level, like not highest level, highest rarity, like pattern rarity wild horses on the Azura coast keep spawning in. We didn't quite get a lot with the forest, which is what we need, or really any other area. Like I think the whole stream we didn't see any other wild horses in any area. I think it was just the coast. So I'm kind of wondering if that's going to continue, and if that continues, I'm kind of curious as to if there's something causing it, but I'm not sure. Um, that'd be something I'd have to look into further. Right now, though, thankfully, we should be good on the whole thing. We'll see, but hopefully today we get the cream horse that we need for that achievement. We've at least got the glitch done. We got to work on the coast race because I think that's the last statue that we have to unlock to get it to glow. So I have to remember to do that race today. And we are in the process of getting yet another foal. So we'll see how that goes. And I think we'll have a... No, I think we just finished up the festival, so I think it'll be a little bit before we have another festival in game. But let's get into it and kind of see what... Oh, okay, we got him in the meadow now. Okay, that's very helpful. At least it's not the coast again. Hi there, Vampiric. I saw some signs that wild horses have been roaming in Lupine Meadow. I thought you might want to have a look. Good luck. Let me know if you catch one of them. Okay, so that is actually fortunate. That is not again the coast. It looks like our curse of bad luck of only getting coast horses might actually be finally done. Maybe. We can hope. Plant orchard grass, because I'm going to need that. Oh, you're ready to gather. Okay. I gotta back up just a little further. And you, I think, are ready to gather. Yes, you are. Okay. Got a few more days, I think, before everything else is ready to gather there, but we gotta get our eggs and wool before we start our day too fast here. Wonder if we'll get 4 eggs again? Nope. Oh, no, we did get 4. So somebody is consistently laying 2 eggs. Not sure why. Hi, guys. Let's go check how much feed you have. You got enough feed yet? I got 30 wool, so somebody gave me 2 wool today. We're getting lucky with that, at least. Like, that's the nice part. Oh yeah, I've unlocked more trees, so we'll have to get more trees, I think, unless... No, I do have an apple tree seed. Okay, I have that one like that, so I'll plant it in this plot. Try to keep with the aesthetic we've got going. Let's see. Let's get you cared for. Okay, I don't have to worry about your potential anymore. We did deal with that. He's always so easy to clean, which is very, very interesting, because I feel like some of the other horses take a lot longer to like actually finally get clean. And of course now she is... Oops, wrong thing. I'm not close enough to her. She's of course pregnant now, so we'll actually get a foal later on. Don't know how long it's going to be before we get one, but we will at least get one from her. We got the new mane and tail style for her as well. Now she's paired with Speckled Mountain, who is the Grey Dun Tobiano. So there's a lot of wiggle room on what sort of color possibility we have. It is very much going to be a bit of a mystery on that one. The meadow horses today, when we go look at those, we'll have a chance for splash horses. So we'll see how that turns out. But I do believe also the intermediate upgrade, so we'll see if any of the pattern ones actually have the intermediate. We did get lucky with that one horse yesterday that had all intermediate skills, but the traits weren't too good. Let's go take you out. And I'm going to park you here for a second, because what I can do is I can let everyone out in the pasture for now. You guys run around. Did it scoot him over? It did. But he's still tagged. Bit of an interesting thing. At least I know that's a possibility. Not quite what I wanted to do. The little things that you find out over time that can happen in this game are very, very interesting. Okay, let's go take you to the meadow. Because then we know for a fact we got at least some horses there, but we still need the forest though. Forest is going to give us the cream horses, and we are just not getting lucky with it. Really, really need to get lucky with that at some point, hopefully. That statue is glowing there for a little second. Okay. They over closer there. I can't tell how many, though I'm guessing maybe 5, maybe 6. Not a lot this time, I don't think. Though I do see some pretty colors. We do have some pretty patterns. There are 5. We have 8. No, wait. No, yeah, 8, I think. No? I think 8's the highest amount, but maybe 9? No, 8, I think. Y'all need to stop moving so I can get a better head count. So we've once again got lucky with a large amount. Which we're normally not that conveniently lucky with. Well, to be fair, I've been lucky this time around with it, a lot of it. I think when I was playing Early Access ages ago, and even though I didn't get super far. And of course, we've got an invisible wall here. Yes, game, I also understand, but I can't get unstuck any better than they can for some reason. Might have to teleport. Okay, there we go. I just have to let them get unstuck. That's interesting that there's just the perfect little invisible wall there. Well, at least we can let them get unstuck while going after another horse. Oh, you're on your way here. Let's take you. Hopefully not get you stuck on the exact same spot. Where are you going? Okay, there we go. Get you into the pen. Now we'll take a look at that chestnut splash that I saw, and then try to get what I'm assuming is the liver chestnut splash that we were chasing for a bit there. And see if we can get them back into the pen. Didn't work out as well as planned this time around. They did get unstuck, though. Is this them down here? No? They're on the way back. Well, they might be Bay. They might be Bay Splash, technically. Very hard to tell. Now, I don't think their mane tail is quite dark enough, but I might be surprised. Let's get you in there. I do kind of like that splash pattern, though. There we go. To be fair, there's very, like, minimal versions of Splash as well. I think one of the horses who has... I don't think it counts it in the game, though. One of the horses has 4, like, white legs. Pretty much all the way up to their torso could also be considered a Splash. Because IRL, that is a possibility for the carrier of the gene, but I don't quite think the game is gonna give me that one. Oh, you are doing so well. I don't know if it'll count this one as a splash. Definitely think what I've seen another streamer deal with is correct here in the sense that, yeah, my horse is catching up with him, so chances are, even though he's kind of got closer to advanced, he's catching up with them so quickly that a lot of these ones you probably can tell early on that they've got beginner skills for some of the stuff like speed, just by running around at the same time. I might give him a chance. Oh, you guys are all heading this way. You're really pretty, though. Very curious what your stats are gonna be like. Nope, hi. You coming with? Nope, nope, you're gonna go back the other way. They might come back. Oh, this one is one white ear, one chestnut ear. It's kind of cute. Let's get you in there. Then we got, I think, mostly solid colors. I don't think there's any other splash horses. But I will take a look before I say that fully. I think we've got just solid horses left. Yeah, it really is just looking at if we've got solid horses left. At least herd a couple more in for better chances, but I don't think I'm going to take the whole herd. Not mostly just because it takes time. I might just also stop with this guy and see where I'm at stat-wise and see if anybody's got at least a decent amount of intermediate skills or intermediate stats. If I don't get it with these guys, then I can always go back in and try to see if there's other horses, but I think I see that chestnut first. Bright Thunder, you are a chestnut splash, yep. And one intermediate. Your stallion. Fierce Blizzard. You are a dark base splash. One intermediate. Your mare. You are Clear Bear. Dark Chestnut Splash, so yes, you do count this as a splash. You've got 3 intermediates. Your mare. I don't think you're a splash. Rebel Orchid. Onyx Black. Yeah, all beginner. Your Stallion. Who are we missing? I think I'm missing you. Feisty Sakura. Ash Black. You got one intermediate. You're a healthy mare. Okay, so we'll take you. Might, because I've got the time now, because I'm not currently training any horses, I could train them up before taking them to the auction house, possibly do some races on them, just as kind of a thing to do. Because that gives me a chance for a better price when I go to turn them in the auction house. We'll see how that goes, because right now we don't have a quest today yet. And I do need to do the races on this horse to get this glass statue glowing, get some more funds. Because we'll end up slowly upgrading the rest of those pins. I think we'll get them to advanced. Because it'll help us out a little bit for finding horses for racing, but we're just kind of stuck with the slow progress for a second here. Until we get some more quests. Of course, we now have our little bunny friend who's following us around and picking up stuff instead of Waffle the dog. Nope, you're glowing again. Hello. I actually done enough races? So I'll take potential. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take potential on this horse because I can get the statue glow as many times as I want, and this is currently the only horse I have that is able to do the competitions at the level they are. I assume that was a way to get unstuck, but it was definitely a little bit jarring. Okay, let's see the intermediate for this one, because that's the one we need the glow for. Which we should be close. I've done it the race a few times. I think it needs to be done 10 times. And it might be 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I don't know until we do it a couple more times. Don't think it was this one we were doing yesterday that we were doing that I had to redo a couple times. Yeah, no, that was the Rivershine Town one that I had to redo a couple times. They really were just like, oh, yeah, no, well, we'll make this extra complex and see how you do. It's like, I don't know if I want to be running around the shops that close. But I have a feeling I'll have to check because that one might also be the highest payout. Which isn't a bad thing by any means, but it's definitely not... I don't want to have to grind that race for the higher payout. When I think the Meadow intermediate race actually has a really good payout, and I could just do that because it's a lot easier. So we keep earning the daily cash that we've been getting. Just gotta keep a good eye on where his energy is and not deplete it during this race. Which I feel like the beach ones are a little easier to do that just because they've got such long stretches between jumps. Where normally your jumps kind of offer you a break to canter so you're not using all the energy. Oh no, we still did go in that race. We had quite a bit of time left over. I will check for his second race. We only get one more done today. Which one of these does pay out? Oh yeah, no, Lupine Meadow actually pays out the highest, even over the town. And the town is the most complex. That actually works out really well. I would do the beach one back to back, but by doing at least 2 different races or doing each of the races a day, you get that little bonus payout for finishing it for the first time of the day, which is honestly helpful. Because we now got to work on wild horse pen upgrades, we got to work on some of the housing upgrades and stuff like that for around the ranch. I want to get a couple more of the farm upgrades before we get too far into the next set of the story quest that I think probably not too far off of getting another story quest. Because I think we've now unlocked all the intermediate races, and I might qualify for advanced. So it might start giving us the advanced ones. Definitely not end of the world if it does. It's just going to... I think I'm right on the edge of being able to do them. Because some of the stats for Speckled Mountain Home Riding definitely are there, and some aren't. So it'll be interesting to see how badly that turns out the first couple times we try that. We were doing really well with the intermediate. There you go. I can take him back to the ranch. We can go take a look at our wild horse, see what the traits they have are, and see about training them. Hi, small chicken. Please stay out of the road. I don't think we went into the tack shop today, so I haven't checked that before we fly by too fast. For any of the stuff we've been looking for. Which, I'm not really seeing the green stuff we've been looking for like the western stuff, and I'm not seeing that other set, the stuff for the other set we've been looking for. Or the fur saddle set, which I'm not sure what all goes with it. I wonder if it's just meant to be the western saddle pad that goes with it. Take you back into the stable for now. Actually, I'll put you in the pen. Let you have some time to run around. The new horse should be... Yeah, she's in the stable still. Let's get you some straw. What do I have that? It's 25. What is your low skill? Endurance, so... Barley? Yep. Do it that way. Do that. And I... Oh, okay, yeah, we're just gonna say I don't want to mount her and try to ride her, because I know, being that she's a wild horse, it's gonna be a lot of bucking and me not going anywhere. So let's do this so we can take her to the round pen. I should inspect her traits, because I forgot to do that. I'm gonna be very amazed if she's got clever, because I've been lucky this this playthrough to have clever on a bunch of the horses, but I don't think so, yeah, no. Affection, gain trust skill twice as fast, 2 treats, and superstar, so show it a little bit bonus cash when we get to the stage of actually being able to do the races on her. Not championships. There we go. I don't think she's gonna gallop for a little bit here. Oh, nope. Nope, for a second I thought we had it. There we go. I think we can train that endurance a bit faster. Yeah, her speed is actually the highest right now. Overall she actually doesn't have too bad of stats. I might, before we sell her after I train her, I might pair her with Arcana and see if we can get a full out of that pairing. We still need to find a cream wild horse though, and I just do not know what is going on with the luck for that. The flexibility will have to train separately. The jump is at least getting a good boost for a second here. We're getting a little bit better on the tameness. Yeah, we're doing a lot better on that. And every so often we hit the same point of, I want to gallop and she's not about to be ready for that, so 28, 30 for jump, 36 for speed. Almost at least got 10% of potential down. I could give her watermelon. We'll see what time it is when this finishes up, because I could give her watermelon and give her another round in the pen. Jump's 31 now. We're not doing bad at all. Just the slow part of this. I could possibly also use the... Once this is all the way up, I definitely can. Could probably also try to use the jumps in the arena. But part of that is, if the tameness is not high enough, you'll get a lot of refusals while riding. 2 treats per day. Oh, we'll give you your energy back. It's only 6 in game, so that's not bad. Try to get that endurance up again. Yeah, it's definitely better, I think, for foals overall, because the foals get a bonus when they're younger. All these will have that little arrow saying that they're boosted. Adults don't, but so much of it is, for wild horses, it really just helps with getting that tameness to a point where you can actually manage riding them without having them refuse or buck consistently every single time you want them to go faster. That's 100%. I can pause here with this. We can try the arena. See how that goes. Everything should be intermediate. I'm trying to think which one of these I haven't done yet. I can try that one. I don't think I've done it. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that one on that corner. Okay, yeah, so she can do the intermediate for sure. Which is not bad. It's definitely means I can do those races on her later, which will help as well towards a sale price. Not really coming up with a pattern in my head for this right now. I'm just mostly, as long as we're getting over the jumps and we're getting at the over the jumps at a gallop, we are doing good on training. Plus this way we're also getting some flexibility in there as well. Because that's the one thing about the round pen, you cannot train jump and flexibility at the same time. Which I get it, there is an understanding as to why, but at the same time, it just means that it takes that much longer switching between the two. And that was my fault, I am sorry. Here we go. We're doing good. We're almost done with the energy for the day. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. Should be down to about 90. Actually, 79. Or 80, I was going to say, but 79. Which works out quite well. Take you back in the stable for a second. And then... I don't think I can make the thing I want to make. Preemptively make that just in case. So I can't actually make it. So I don't know. I want to pair her with Arcana now, because I can train her while this works. I probably should have fed them the boost, but I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that that works for now, because it might. It very well might. Send to stable, yep, and send to stable. Okay, everyone. Yep, everyone's got bedding and food. Make sure we do that before we log into or go into the next day. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it gives us forest, which it just does not want to do. Please give us forest wild horses, please, because we need that green horse. Nice, that was actually quite immediate. Since you've been performing so well in racing competitions, more and more travelers have come to town along with interested vendors. The auction house will now have rare horses available. I can't wait to see all the new beautiful horses we'll have in town. Okay, so yeah, that's confirmation that we are now probably going to get into like the advanced races. Which is not a bad thing. But if they're saying, oh yeah, we're going to give you the next tier up of horses, yeah, you definitely know that they're setting you up, that they're going to up the competition difficulty. Get some oats, do that. Put some more Timothy hay down. Make some more of this so I have it, because I can't use it just right now. Nope. Might have clicked it too many times in a row too fast. There we go. Go check on our chickens. Refill their feed for now. I wonder if we get 4 eggs again. Yep, we got 4 eggs again. I'm not sure if it's a glitch. So either way, we are very, very lucky with it. There's a bit of a bug. There's our wool. And we got that filled, so I don't have to worry about that for a couple more days. Grab our daily apples and pears. That needs to go before I feed everyone. Go bring these 2 in. And actually bring you guys all the way in. Make sure everyone gets breakfast. Do you need it? You do not. Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure the option was still there at least. There we go. Get you brushed, which I swear his takes the longest. And then send all of you out for the second. So you can run around. I wonder if I can actually do this in the winter without it causing issues. Kind of feel like it won't be as applicable to do in the winter of letting them just run around. But we're gonna go talk to Madeline. Town, horse statue, yep. Not accidentally teleporting to the ranch again when I'm already on the ranch, because that is not helpful. Ah, Vampiric, I knew you'd be excited to hear about the rare horse vendors that have arrived in town. Now, these vendors will offer a whole new range of horses. Of course, the prices will go up a bit. The new horses might feature different roan variations along with overall patterns. Who knows, breeding these coats into your herd might even allow you to find some unique horse coats. Well, I'm sure I'll see you at the auction house very soon. Yep, I can't remember if that means that we can get overall horses in the wild or they're going to be auction house exclusive, though. That'll be a problem for later. Do you want to go check tack shop and then get our daily races done here? I don't know if I'll ever find the stuff that's meant to go with the fur tack set. I do like that blanket. I'll have to go into the grocery maybe tomorrow after I get a few more eggs and stuff and actually go in there and see how much extra I have, and then I should be able to buy at least the last intermediate upgrade for horse pens. Yep, intermediate mountain pen, because the rest, good lord, yeah, 75,000 for the coast pen. Not too worried about the courses for now. That's a thing I can do later. For training them along those courses in their respective area. I'm not as worried about that right now. Mostly because I use the ranch for training. I think the only time was like yesterday I used the forest because I had the endurance boost on a horse that also had the endurance feed, and it kind of actually helped out. Nope. Let's try actually dismounting and leading him and not remounting him. Keys are just a little close together. There we go. Do the coast one. Get that little bit of statue points going. Help us out just a bit. Okay, buddy, we did this fine yesterday, so we should be doing it fine now. When I don't accidentally run out of energy, so I'm not paying attention to it as well as I should be. I always forget that there's just a little bit less space between these jumps than I think there, or a little bit more space between these jumps than I think there is. To be just a bit less, so I can recover my energy and actually have enough energy for the next one. But right now, doesn't always work out between distances. Should make it to this jump before I run out, in theory. Actually, I'm not doing too bad with it. And there we go. That one's done for the day. Now we'll do the Lupe Meta one because that'll give us the highest payout plus bonus. I feel like I'm going to do 3 races in a day. So right now we do have the extra potential now with him, so we can actually train him a bit. There we go. I have to remember that I have a little bit extra or less energy now. Do the first race, taking some. There we go. Not doing bad at all today. Just need to get those wild horses to spawn in. I probably do have enough money though, to be fair. I could look at the overrows and see if we get any really good ones. But my goal currently is kind of wait for the cream. I'll look for an overrow after we sell Clear Bear, the wild horse we just got once she's trained. And we see what her foal's like. At that point, then I'll take a look more at the overrow horses in the auction house and take a look at that for that achievement. Let's give you a watermelon. So you get energy back. And then let's go take a look at the mountain area. See, I might look for chests there in a second. And I kind of wonder if because we've upgraded the pasture for it today, even though last game we weren't having it work out, if we end up getting the mountain horses to spawn in. Because normally it does seem like if you upgrade or buy the wild horse pen for that area, they tend to show up the next day, which we did not get to happen at all yesterday. So I'm curious if randomly this stream it'll suddenly work again. But also we just have a bunch of chests to find. I think we've only found 2 for this area out of 6. Of course, we also get some pumpkins here, which is nice. I know exactly what I'm growing on the farm just for aesthetic once we get to fall. Gonna be buying a ton of pumpkin seeds and planting those in the plots just so that they're actually growing. There's so many times where I'm like, I bet I know where the chest is. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'd put it here. And it generally isn't where it ends up being. So we've had a mess of it the last couple days with it. Oh, there's the flowers that we can get. I think there's a red. Yeah, the red. I wonder where that little goat herd we saw that one time is. Might be down here, because I vaguely remember it kind of being at the bottom of a hill somewhere. Could also might not be this one. Oh yeah, because this is kind of where the wild horses spawn sometimes. This is also just a good way to train the endurance and speed for right now. Works out really well. And of course we get a lot of pickupables. Are the goats up here maybe? And I haven't been this way because I can see the glow. There's this little herd of goats, and I feel like if there was going to be a chest somewhere, that'd be also another place, because there's a bit of a landmark. We did find the statue. Maybe down here somewhere? I know there's somewhere for sure. Oh, we're back by the entrance. Not quite where I figured we'd end up again. Of course, this area has that little bit to extra to the flexibility training, which is also nice. Oh no, our goats are over here today. Do you move around every day? Is that what it is? Hi, guys. I do really want you on the ranch. I'm amused that you can technically herd them around if you want. There's some pumpkin and some Epsom salt. I was gonna say Epsom versus Epsom, but an N on it instead of an M. To be fair, I think I've heard people pronounce it that way and it's stuck. Oh no, there's a group of goats over here too. This is the one I was thinking of. I just happened to turn off, I think, before I needed to. Hi, guys. I absolutely adore the little spotted ones. Nope. Don't mean to chase you around too much. Just trying to go where I haven't been. These little things are absolutely nice for that. Kind of let me keep track of where I still need to go. Looks like the path up, maybe the houses area. So I'll take a look down here. Nope. Not seeing anything. There'll be a point of it'll end up being like, oh yeah, you passed it, like, back there. I don't know if there's any by the statue itself. Sometimes there are. Not this time, though. Well, it's about 5 in game. And even with the training I have done, say return to the ranch for now so I can continue training everyone else. Readjust the earbud in my ears so it's not as uncomfortable. Yeah, definitely need to, if you ever have a chance, please do not do what I'm doing and use earbuds. Do actually get over the ear. Right now, though, I am using in-ear until I can get a actual headset that connects properly to the mic that I'm using through the brand that I'm using it of. Which is not by any means a bad thing, it's just more that it's less convenient right now to get it at the price it is. But in the long run, it will be better. It's just, Gotta use the really cheap earbuds that plug into the mic. Until I can get that to that point. Okay, where is your potential for the day? Because I might do some jumps with you. Yeah, let's do some jumping. Your endurance is up really good, which is I'm actually really excited for. And can't do advanced because I don't own them. But we can do these. Yeah, poor guy. These are no challenge for him for the most part. That is nice though, because it means when I go to do advanced races, I should at least be doing the parts that the jumping is required for just fine. And I think it's the jumping that it'll actually block you on if it isn't high enough. Oop. I think I asked him to speed up at just the wrong moment. Thought I had a bit more time to line that up than I did. Just gotta keep an eye on the farm clock so we get his training done and work on clear bears before the day ends. That way we continue with that up until the point that she can actually do races, which will help out a lot. Let's take a look and see how much of his potential is left here in a second. He should be kind of getting close here. You've got 6% left. Not bad. Might let it go until 20 and see if how much I get used up of it, and whatever is left I will wait until tomorrow with. That way I can take clear bear to the round pen, because it won't take too long in the round pen. I do actually think time moves a lot slower when you're in the round pen. And because I don't necessarily want to ride her right now, in the state she is in game. So the round pen will work out, because I need to work on flexibility with her as well anyways. I do know the combinations that we're going to be looking for horses here pretty soon. So we want an Overo to go with a Tobiano, which will give us different coloration via Steam achievements. And then we want a Dun and a cream horse. So I need a cream mare and I need a Overo mare. I don't think we'll get them at the same time. I don't think we're going to get that lucky, because if Overo is specific to the auction house, cream horses do not spawn in the auction house. And I don't know if they'll show up as wild horses. The creams will for sure. Overo is not sure. There's a few too many little specifics. Then of course, when I do know if we want spotted horses or horses like that, that'd be considered like Appaloosas or that specific gene, they are only from the auction house, and that is when we get to advanced level or expert level, I think, in game, which is they're considered a legendary rarity. So we are a little ways off from that one so far. But there is an achievement for that as well. Let's see how much you have left. You're down to 4. That works, but your speed, everything's still pretty good. You have to work on your flexibility though as well. Might be what I put the last points into later, is his flexibility. Get that going, so we actually have that in a usable even though I could put it pretty much into anything else. I don't know that it matters as much, but it's still probably helpful. Plus he's got clever, so he'll over time regain potential anyways, which will allow us to fully train out, or fully max out every single skill he has. I need to bring everyone in. And we need to go grab you. That was not what I wanted to do. Because that's what I wanted to do. There we go. I'm going to do obstacles so I want to get the flexibility. So we're going to work on the endurance as well. Might give her a watermelon because she's starting at a little bit of a behind amount on the energy. She doesn't have quite a full bar. But I could also probably just give her another treat that's maybe 25%. That'll help out quite a bit as well. The poor bunny. I keep forgetting that the pets when you're in the round pen kinda stay under your feet. We're getting there though. Yeah, speed's just going to consistently go up unless I bring her down to a trot every time, which I can do, but I don't mind the speed being higher. Speed's going to be what's going to benefit for the races the most. It's just getting that speed up as high as you pretty much can. Let's see if I go try. I might just leave it where she is for now. That way we can start the day just a tiny bit sooner, because yeah, really need to see if we can get those 4 sources spawn. And I'll take a mountain spawn if that's what it comes down to, because we got the upgraded pen. Because at least it's not giving us the coast like every single time we get wild horses. So hopefully, but fingers crossed. We're getting there with everything. Staying pretty consistent with it. Let the flexibility go for a second here. try to let it catch up just a bit. There we go, we got an extra point into it. We might get one more point into it. Just gotta let it go for a second. Can we get one more point in, or is it... Nope, it's gonna deplete before we do. That's fine, though. That is still a good amount of training done for the day. And get the calendar here in a second. Okay, so we'll have 2 new foals. I know the festival is this week. I thought it was, I think maybe we did have it last stream. Or the stream before, one of the two. But so the festival will be this week. We're only about 3 days out from it. Then we'll have the new foals after that. I don't know if I'll look at getting another melee horse unless they would have to have the overall pattern, which again, I don't know if they can spawn with that. They can spawn with some patterns. Carrot is ready to harvest. Nice. Now that you've participated in quite a few competitions, I thought it might be a good time to set up registrations closer to home for you. Okay. And we got them in Crystal Lake this time, which again is not the coast. I will take it. We had way too many coast spawns. Oop, I've got 4 sets of carrots. And we're getting a little bit of cash. Shall plant more carrots because we need it to make the animal feed. I thought I first fertilized it, but I might have exited that wrong and not have done it. Okay, there we go. Hey, chickens. Let's go the eggs. See if I get 4 eggs again. Yep, randomly 4 eggs again. I have no idea. I don't think I'll ever have an answer to that. Don't go grab our apples and pears. Make sure everyone's cared for in the stables for the morning, and we will go see what this quest is about. Okay, here we go. Alright, we'll actually go see the wild horses for a second. And go that route with it, and then we'll go talk to Madeline. I'll have to take a look at a second, but I think Pattern is splash, so pattern, it'll either be splash or Rubicano because they're both in the pattern slot. So we can't get both, I don't think. It'd be interesting to see how that one goes. Yeah, I don't think it'll combine two. I think it'll give you one or the other if it's in that particular slot when it's listed. But I'm not 100% sure because I haven't actually tested that. So I don't know. It could surprise me. I meant to put you all out before I did that, but easy peasy way to fix that. Send to pasture, and send. But I won't send you to pasture. Okay, so never mind, we cannot fix it that way. We're going to go that route, and I will just have to go grab him out of the pasture again. Not sure why that works that way. Oh, do you want me to open that fence for you? And I can. Don't know how well to help though. Let's see, are they gonna actually go in there? He might. Nope. Now that it's open, they are not. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. And travel to Crystal Lake. We'll do trail entrance because I don't know where they're gonna spawn in. They're actually spawned in right here. Cannot tell you how many there are though. Oh, hi. Ooh, there's a few of you. 7 maybe? I do see a roan. I think I see a couple roans. Okay, let's go get you towards the pen here. I think if we get a chance for roans here, or well, no, I think roans are actually possible anywhere now. But you get a chance for Sabino gene horses with that particular pattern, which I do believe I did see one with. I'm not sure what pattern you have. Could just be leg markings with a particular face marking. But I'm not sure. In you go. I meant to be training flexibility on this horse, but I will take the endurance. I will take the speed. Let's see if I can find that Sabino coat. Yeah, there they are. Is it on a bay or a dun coat? I'm not actually sure. Hi, let's go get you into the pen. Might be a dun coat. I can't tell if the stripe's there or not. If it is, it's really faint. Where are you going? It took a second to scratch at my hand. And they were like, yeah, nope, we're gonna take a detour. While you're distracted. Okay, buddy, let's get you in there. And I will grab the roan and take a look at the roan, I think. For now, where are you going? There you go. You take a look at them. I might grab at least one of the others just to see what the stats are going to be. But unless we get, like, no intermediate stats whatsoever off of the first 3 or 4 horses that we bring in, then I'll see about the other ones. Otherwise, I don't want to try to grab the whole herd. I don't have to. There might be 2 roans, actually. Yeah, it might be a blue roan, but I also think there is a red roan. Yep, it looks like there is 2 roans. Oh, and then we got another patterned horse. I'm going to be hurting more of you than I thought I was. Okay, let's go. Come on. We'll look at you first, because I think your friend's going to follow. Because they already sort of were. And I have a suspicion some of your stats might be beginner. So I'm about running over you. Which I do feel bad about, not my intention. Just gotta get you into the pen. Then we'll go take a look at the red roan. And we'll take a look at the patterned horse that I saw. Might be 8 horses altogether. I think I spotted 7 at first, but there might be 8. Okay, in you go. Man, I am randomly getting the hiccups, which is not something I entirely want right now. Any other time of the day and I might be fine with it. Not right now. Okay, let's see. Is that roan actually on their way? No, they've done that thing where they get kind of stopped in the water. I know you're not a red roan, you're a bay roan. I'm not sure why I keep calling you red roan. A chocolate roan would be more specific. A bay roan. Let's get you into the pen. Oh, those trees I think mess the app just a little bit. Oh, you might have good stats because you were zooming. Oh, that's a tree. There we go. We got the last pattern horse I want to take a look at. So we got one more horse to get in. And again, I think they're just far enough away to spawn that it kind of bugs out in trying to get them closer to the pen. I don't think they're an overo, but they could be. We could be getting overos now. Is that the patterned one? Yeah, because the Flaxton's not the patterned. Yeah, they get to a certain point and they turn around. Okay, let's go get you herded in. I'll take you if you're an overo, but I have a feeling if any of them are overos, they're not going to be a mare, which is what I need. I know how this the luck for this game works out. I am a bit too familiar with this one. Okay, let's get you in there. Might be 2 overos. Definitely one Sabino marking horse, which I want to take a look at first. Are you a dun? You're not a dun, I don't think. Wild root. Light bay. Okay, yeah, not a dun. Ooh, you've got 3 intermediates. You're stallion. You're the one I think has the beginners. Yep. Yeah, you have 1 intermediate, the rest are beginners. Healthy stallion. You are Misty Spirit. Chestnut Sabino. Okay, so you're not an overo. And you only have 1 intermediate. You're stallion. Are you Sabino as well? Yeah, because now I see the little patterning. Liver chestnut Sabino. Beginner for everything. Your mare. Hot Sakura. Light Bayron. Okay. You got 2 intermediates. Your stallion. Okay, well, we only have one of you that I think has 3 intermediates. So we'll be taking you. To be fair, that might be the coat that is worth more from this area instead of the roan, because the roan I think is now available anywhere in game. Give or take. Okay, let's go back to the ranch. I will never get used to the fact that we kind of just airdrop in. Ranch, stable, yep. Just randomly fall from the sky. Okay, do that so I can go take a look at them before we go into town. Goldwell riding. It's kind of the only thing I'm seeing there. Oh god, your speed is abysmal. Buddy. Okay, yeah, no. Nope. I'm not gonna bother with training them either. They are going as is. Okay, town. Poor statue. Yep. Let's go. I do need to go talk to Madeline, so I might do that real quick. Oh. There we go. Ah, Vampiric, I have some delightful news for you. As you've won many races recently, I've been inviting more competitors to participate. I'm building new competition registration boards across town so that more riders are able to join in. I thought you might be interested in building one closer to your home, too. I'm sure it'll save you some time. Have a look at my store if that sounds interesting to you. I'll do the modest vendors for now, but we'll do the board later. There's nothing else I at least have the teleport to the town. I'm not as worried. Hi, buddy. Just going to... There we go. Snap on, snap off physics. We're not working there for a second. Yep, wild root. Yep. I don't think we'll get very many bids on him, if any. Oh, we got a couple. Oh, he pretty much made the money I just spent on the auction house back. I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, let's go do our daily race with the coast. Do I need to give you anything? Because you're... And do that for now. That'll help out just a bit. Get this one done, get the meadow done. Get done with our dailies for now. Can remember to slow down for a second every so often to regain just a bit of that stamina. Not doing too bad though at all. We at least have gotten 2 wild horse spawns now that are not the coast. We didn't get the mountain one, so even though we got that pen We didn't get the mountain one, so that's definitely a little bit interesting with how that worked out. I might look at the price for the advanced forest one just for the sake of it. So if we do get a cream horse, they get a little bit better chance on their stats, but yeah, that's also going to be a little bit up in the air. I don't think we're going to be able to kind of force get it to spawn in the next day. There we go. Got that one done. You go get the meadow one now. Then we'll go check the tack shop and stuff like we normally do daily and continue from there. You have to remember to start, I'm starting this with like half energy or a little bit closer to half energy, a little bit over, not much though. So you gotta slow down between when it comes to jumps. Get a good chance to actually refill all the way. Boosting his endurance has helped a lot though, I think, with that. And his speed. I mean, from a horse that we got off the auction house that was having a hard time doing the intermediate to now, we'll be able to tackle the advance without too much issue is really, really nice. Also means I have to buy the advanced training paddocks from River at some point. Whenever we get to the advanced competitions, then I'll probably spend the money and get them. That way we have them for training, because at that point we should get more horses that actually need that level. Yeah, we're getting bigger and bigger margins between first and second now. So that's not bad at all. We're doing pretty good. Grab this. Oh yeah, now we got, I think we've had some roans show up in town, but I feel like we're gonna get more roans show up in town. Got the half sheet. Do you have the black one here? Do you have that purple one? I might get the black one-ear bridle for now, in case we get something that'll go with it later. Actually, we might have a western saddle that matches it. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't taken stock on what we have in a bit. Let's go get you settled down for the night. So we can, and never mind, I forgot what I was going to do, and that's go talk to Jay. Hang on. We gotta turn around and go talk to him. I don't think he's in here, but I think I can do that. Yes. How much for that? Oh, we don't have enough. Ooh. Oh, wait, do we? If I sell stuff. Oh yeah, that helped a bit. That didn't as much. Had to sell the wool and hit the wrong button. Is there anything else I have like a huge amount of? That I can't actually, like I can actually sell, because some things not as much. That didn't really give much, did it? That I need for other things, so we might have it now. Yes, we do. Okay, there we go. We now have the advanced mountain pen. So we have a chance that when we do get it to spawn, if we get a cream horse, they'll have better skills. Fingers crossed, but no guarantee. Okay, let's get you settled in. Definitely need to brush you. Okay, let's bring everyone else back in. There we go. We'll do your daily training for now. Actually, I could probably... Yeah, let's do it in the round pen because it's a bit easier. I was gonna say I probably could in the paddock. I think this is a bit easier to keep track of what we've been working on. So we've got our flexibility and our jump pretty much even. Work on the flexibility and the endurance a little bit. Be not the most entertaining part, but it'll help when we get this done. I don't think it'll... I think it factors in what the horse's stats were when I actually bred them versus what her stats are going to be now before the foal's born. So her foal probably have a little bit lower stats, but might still be fine. There are a lot of things where I would love to Google it, and I don't think a lot of entries have been made on the wiki for the fullest amount of stuff, where there's kind of, I think, better guides through Steam, and even then they're not... They don't have all the answers that you're looking for, so it's very... You kind of have to try your best to find out yourself. Okay, we're getting everything caught up to about where her speed is. We're getting everything closer and closer. Getting there slowly. Flexibility is 37, that's 37, we're getting closer to that. Oh, speed just went up once, so I'm gonna get it to 39 if we can. We're getting there though. We are getting there. And then tomorrow I can work on her jump. Okay, endurance is 38. Just gotta hope that flexibility keeps going up. It's a very, very slow process. Okay, 38 on that. The endurance is probably get to 39 before the flexibility does. I have a pretty good feeling that's how that one's gonna work. Right now. There we go. No? To be fair, we might get flexibility before we get endurance. So we're getting to that point where we can't run for as long. That will end up magically getting another speed point. Just from all of the transitions between. No, no, we got a flexibility point first. That's out 39 now. And what I will do is I'll add in the wrong option. I'll add in a couple jumps here. And extend the lead out and work on jumps for the last little thing. Because we're kind of at that point where I can't really work on endurance as much as I want to. We might get an extra point towards jump before we run out of energy for the day. Which would be nice if we can. But it's it works on its own time, is the best I can say. I'm sure someone has broken it down of like how much math it takes per jump at the particular level of jump they can do to get a point in jump without any boosts. I probably could figure out, but I don't want to put that many hours into it right now. It's gonna be a lot of hours. So you have to test probably around 4 different versions of jump. No, we did get another jump point before it ran out. Don't imagine we'll get 2 though. Just 1. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just about 1, I think. So that's gonna be our last jump. Or nope, we got 1 more jump we can do. Yep, an extra point. But so far so good. Let's go take you back to the stable and then we'll start our next day. We're just taking a little bit early, but it'll be fine for now. Let's get you settled in. Give you brush. Don't you have food? don't think I forgot to feed you, but maybe. Or it's bugged away again somehow. I will find that out later, I'm sure. But that would have been bad. Yeah, I don't ever want them to not be fed. Orchard grass is ready to harvest. Oats are ready to harvest. Nice. No wild horses and no quests today. So I might actually try to do multiple competitions with Mountain for right now. And see about getting some of that cash that we spent yesterday back. We're gonna have so many carrots. But at this point, definitely worth it. Give us a... Need to buy more plots eventually. Give us a little bit the boost. If I have enough of them, I can just sell them as well. Oh, I need to make more feed. Inventory. Animal feed. Yep. Also, I need to make some more orchard grass here pretty soon. So it takes 2. Get it to where it says 25 carrots. 1 over, but now I can add feed. You guys will be fed for a while. Until I decide to get more chickens from the festival and start realizing how much more feed I'm gonna have to make. But I do want to try to get, I don't know how many different colors the chickens are, but I want to get like 1 of each. I know we're definitely missing a white chicken so far. I don't know if there's more colors, and then I want to, so I think what, there's 6 spaces? No, there's 8 spaces maybe. So there's 3. There's 8 spaces, I think, altogether. And I want to get... Like, I have the 2 sheeps, but I want to get the goats. Because they're way cuter, in my opinion. In my opinion. So I want to get the goats, but the last couple festivals we haven't had goats show up as something that can be bought. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I think it is just up to random chance to an extent. But I don't want to buy any more sheep until I get the goats that I want. Get you cleaned up. Put the sand down before I forget. Should remember to get more of that. And then get him ready for champs. Or not champs, competitions. I want to call them champs in my mind. Even though I know it's competitions. There we go. I trained her a little bit, but I don't think I actually used her full potential when I last trained her. Yeah, so she's almost got 10 potential back, which is gonna be helpful later. For you, let's give you that one. We'll do your endurance for the day. That way when I go to train her later in the day, I can work on her endurance a little bit more. think that one is just the one that takes the longest to train without a bit of a boost. It's really just limited by how much energy you have. I will stick you all out. I'm not trying to do it one by one. Then I will grab mountain so we can go do those competitions in the town, because we should be able to do like 4 of them now. I'm sure I could push it and try to get 6 done. Oh, your tail grew out. I will deal with that later, buddy. Means we lose our fancy braids and color in his tail for a bit. Town, horse statue, yep. Yeah, because we can give him 2 treats per day, so I can give him 2 watermelon per day, which will restores energy to full twice, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get 6 competitions in as much as I want to. I think realistically I can get about 4 in. Intermediate, yep. Like how it goes silent for a second when it loads in. I don't know how many left we have in this before we get the quest saying that we've got the statue to glow. Pretty soon. We should get it. Okay, I'll take a look at the other champs, because we'll do meadow next, and then I might do mountain and forest. I'll take a look at kind of the earnings that you get from it. I am skipping town. I am just fully skipping town. I'm not bothering with that competition at the intermediate level. And I've heard it gets worse from there, so it'll probably be a thing about complete the town one every time, but I don't think I'll end up using it as a way to get cash, depending on how irritating is the word I'm going to use here. It is. Makes it irritating and complicated. Because my goal is to not have to continuously redo a race to get first to get like the full prize. There we go. Now we'll do meadow, because that is the actual highest paying one for intermediate. Because the other options are coast, not coast, lake, forest, and mountain. I'll have to look between those ones and see what the payouts are. Some of them are particularly complicated. Usually some of these races, especially this one, we can kind of pass through the little blessing spots or little light spots in the ground. So you get a little bit bonuses while racing. Which is nice. Actually quite a bit helpful. Especially when you can get some extra cash or you get a little bit of extra glow towards the statue. There we go. Now we gotta give him a watermelon, and we gotta go see what other races we want to do. Okay. 1 watermelon coming right up, and now let's go back to the board. Rocky Mountain gives that much, okay. So we'll do Rocky Mountain and Lake. The nice one about this is going in with full energy on this one. It's going to help us a lot because it's a bit like the coast in which it's got big areas in between. Though it also does have this. And that was not what I meant to do. I'm sorry, buddy. User error on that one. And we got the kind of oddly placed jump right here. Oh no. I'm not doing so good this round. I wonder if we'll actually get first now that I've kind of bumped into, I think, a good chunk of the jumps. We'll see. We might get lucky. Not doing good at all with this one. We can hope, but oh no, we still managed it. We did actually manage it. Holy moly. Gotta hope that the lake goes better than that one. Here we go. Okay, no, this is not as bad. We're doing okay. Just gotta remember to double check where the energy's at. Because I will end up running out and being stuck at a canter for a bit. Okay, this one is going a lot better than our last one. Wonder if I can kinda... Yep, managed to snag it right as we went past. And still make that jump. Nice. There we go. That was race number 4. I probably could try for 5th, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to go check the tack shop and stuff. We did get a decent amount from that. Yeah, there's white chickens for sure. Just gotta try to get them to spawn during the festival so I can actually get one. I think last time we had another gray one, which I already have. That's why I didn't buy another gray chicken. Ooh, we have that saddle. I do see the fluffy culture, which I do enjoy. Get those two things and see what we can do with them later. I have no idea what saddle pad is actually meant to go with them. Not actually sell anything just yet. Let's see about getting your tail fixed up so it's the same fancy setup what it was, because the dye grew out, but so did the hairstyle. And I think I have enough white flowers left over to actually dye. Make the dye instead of having to worry about buying it. Let's do inventory, hair dye. I don't have white dye. I've got gray. I've got cream. So I'll wait on that, but I can at least put your tail back the way it was. There we go. That works for now. Yeah, you're there. Let's go grab you. I'm kind of amazed you two have decided to hang out. They have, and oh, not what I meant to do, but it'll work. I wonder why they have it that way where they kind of get stuck if you're trying to lead them out. That's interesting. I wonder if it's the gate animation possibly, because I do have it open, but it might think when I'm leading it through that they're closed. That is a conundrum. Okay, let's see. Now we've got your endurance up, so let's do the jump. Not doing too bad here. Endurance is already up to 40. Okay, 41 on endurance, and jump is 37. Speed is still 39 for the second, but that'll eventually go up, so we're getting there. Okay, potential's at 56. Might give her a watermelon today to catch up, kinda. Gets caught up just a bit on where we want to be with potential is before the foal is born. Endurance is 42. Speed is still hanging on at 39. Everything's about 39 aside from endurance right now. In speed and jump, and 43 on endurance, which is still We're still getting where we want to be. Not sure how close her instats will get to, or how high they'll get. We'll know eventually. I know mountains aren't, like, they're pretty high, but they aren't the highest by the time we were done training him. So it's just very dependent on a lot of things. What I'm going to do is going to give her watermelon. Set her with the canter and jump for a bit. I'm going to take a quick break once I do that, because that'll be a good time to do that. Okay, back. Nope. Not also what I wanted, but we'll be around there for a second. Snowball. Please no. There we go. Please, buddy. I just wanna give this horse a watermelon. Okay. And I will be back in a hot second. Let me get everything adjusted back. I am back. That just was a real quick break. Here we go. Actually, just kind of let this go on its own for a second. Our stats are getting up. At least to the endurance while I'm actually at the computer. Can't do it as much when I'm not. Get this ready. We're getting there. I'll have to check the calendar again. I think we're 4 days out, and then she'll have a full in game. At least get her training up, so I'm a little bit more comfortable with it where it is before I actually do competitions with her. We'll see how her foal comes out. She doesn't have, I think, the particular trait I'm looking for a foal that would keep, nor does the father, so we'll see how this goes. But she is just wild horse that we're training, so she'll do the competitions, and we'll most likely end up selling her. The only wild horse I think that's really not going to be getting sold for a while once I get them is the cream horse, if we can get the force to spawn them. So far, no dice. I even have the advanced pin now for them, just so that if they do show up, it's a little bit better stat-wise, or at least better chance for higher stats. Oops, slowed her down just a bit too much. Jumps at 45, endurance is 44, speed is 42. Flexibility I can work on. Kind of on its own time. That last little bit of the endurance. Because I can always work on food for speed tomorrow to train that a bit better, and I can always work on one for flexibility as well. Not sure why my voice is trying to go this early on. Normally make it to about the 3-hour point before my voice decides it wants to leave. Not today, apparently. But also, I've been streaming 3 days in a row. I am excited because now we're getting closer to the fall season again, and I'm going to be able to plant a whole field of pumpkins for no other reason than they look adorable. Same goes for the Tales of the Shire game that's going to come out next week. Once I have a chance, because I imagine it's going to be season-based, once I have a chance to plant a field of pumpkins, that is exactly what is happening. It is going to be an entire field of pumpkins. For no other reason than I can. And they're cute. Okay, I think that's where... Yep. So we're training for the day. Let's go take you back. Actually, take you back in the field because we're early enough in the day and I need to go get some sand. So I might go take Arcana out and go get some sand in the beach area. I still haven't figured out where you get aloe in game. I looked in the mountain, it's not the mountain. I don't think it's the meadow. Then I tried to look at the lake, and that didn't seem to be it either. Of course, we're still missing the last chest in the beach area that I've just not been able to find, and we've looked a couple times. Nothing yet on that, so when we're in there, I'll take a look and see what's going on with that, because maybe it's not as hidden as I'm thinking it is. Very much could be that case. There we go, we got that. Yep, 1 sand, that's still better than nothing right now. There again, our bunny that we have is entirely up for grabs for renaming. Their current name is Snowball, but that is the game-given name. So if anybody ends up redeeming that, they are up to anybody who wants to name them, or anybody can suggest a name as well. So I might leave them for redeeming, and I might leave some more foals that aren't necessarily going to be permanent for kind of these open suggestions. Oh, I need to braid your hair again. I didn't realize it grew out as well. We'll get that done, buddy, when I get a chance. Because he's got a little moon-shaped marking on his forehead, and I like to show it off with one of the button braid styles. That kind of keeps it up and out of the way. Also need to find a good tail style for him at some point here. Yeah, statue's over there, and I think we've already found the chest that was kind of over that way. No idea where this last chest would be. Got some more sand here, which I definitely need. Might not have been close enough to that. We're getting there. We need to do a couple more daily races here, and we might finally get that glow, so I can figure out what stat that boosts, or how that's gonna work. Of course, we're gonna pick up as much of the watermelon as we can in game, just because it is incredibly good for a boost. It is summer. I could grow it. I think it would sell really well if I did. I might actually have to try that at some point here. Before summer's up, maybe next time his farmer's in town and I go look at seeds, I'll buy some. I could also, I might have enough for the third farm upgrade, and if I do that, I could also just grow 6 plots of watermelons. When I'm done with my hiccups, hang on. 6 plots of watermelon and kind of boost it that way and make some passive cash. I'm collecting so many here, I'm not sure if that's entirely worth it or needed. I mean, again, if I can always sell them, it's not a bad idea. There's no way up there, so no, it's not like the chest is up on top of that. This isn't exactly a game I can climb in. Oh, did I see fish? I do see fish. Hi, fish. Oh, you zoom off so fast. I can't tell what color they are. I think there's like 3 yellow. Maybe clownfish? Oh, that small jump scare was Bandit dropping his Benabone. That did get me for a second because I was not expecting it. Bandit, are you out there with your bone? You can come in with your bone? You can come in? I don't hear him moving around, so I think that is a no. I think he's gonna go sit out in the hallway and chew on his bone. Cece's not showing up tonight, but I think Cece had an adventurous day running around and very loudly meowing at random times. I think it's just kind of that point of the summer where she's not an outdoor cat. She doesn't prefer to go outside whatsoever. We've tried. We've left the door open taking in groceries. We're like, she's either going to pop in and pop out and we'll see what happens. Nope. She looks at the door, looks 1 second at the door, and is like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I want nothing to do with it. So she's never even been tempted to go outside. And we've given her quite a few chances. Mostly because we have a way to get her back. But she'll look out the window. She'll watch birds outside my window. Does what's nothing to do with actually going outside. I brought you into this field. That works, though. And eventually I'll probably get the other field upgrade. Just get more room. You guys plenty of room to explore and move around on your own. Bring you all in so nobody loses potential. Make sure everyone's actually inside. Make sure everyone has food. Yep, okay. Now we can start the next day. Check the calendar. So we're... Festival's the day after tomorrow, and that's going to be Sunset's full, and that's going to be our Wild Horses full. So we're not doing too bad. But we're one day after the festival, which will be when we get some more, hopefully goats, but possibly another chicken. Let's see if we get any wild horse spawns today. I want to check in on your training progress, as I've heard that advanced competitions might be held soon. I need to make sure that your jump skill is on par and that you'll be quick enough to win too. Come show me your horse with the best jump and speed training. Hi there. Okay, so we got Rocky Mountain horses finally. I saw some signs that wild horses have been roaming in Rocky Mountain. Okay, that means we at least are not cursed with only getting the coast wild horses. We are definitely 100% finally done with that. And I finally get to see if I can find a dappled horse, because that is another thing I'd like in game, but I haven't had my hopes set on it. Because that was, I think, the only place I have yet to get wild horses. Go pick up our straw and our orchard grass. And go collect our wool. Yeah, we have 2 sheep. I want to get the goats in game, and then if we still have more room after, then I'll see about getting more sheep. I don't know if it's an even mix of like 4 goat colors and 4 sheep colors. I don't think it is. So I want to have the extra room for goats, because they are so freaking cute. Apples and pears for the day. Now let's go take care of all of you. And wasn't close enough for that to work out. If I do this in the right order, it at least plays the animation of them eating longer, and it doesn't feel like I've accidentally interrupted their breakfast. Sometimes it does feel like that. Gonna double check with that brush. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, definitely need to get some more orchard grass seed here pretty soon. Now I want to train your speed, so I need to make sure I give you the right food for that. I gave you the wrong food for the day, but that'll be fine for now. It won't actually hurt anything, to be fair. It means it'll take a little bit longer, but it won't hurt anything. Just didn't double check it as much as I meant to, because I thought it was the other panel. Oh, your main grew out now. I'm gonna have to go get the white dye recipe, so I can do the pinto pattern that we had for him. Which I think I might just have to talk to Ryan for that one. I don't think it's one of the hidden colors. Hopefully not. If it is, then it's probably where the white flowers are, which I think is the meadow. It vaguely sounds correct. And get your hair braided and stuff as well. Can't believe it's been 7 in-game days since I've did that. There we go. Grab you. And actually I shouldn't have, because if I'm going to put everyone in the pasture at the same time so it doesn't bug, you're going to get sent right back in there. And is she actually stuck in here? Did it send her and... I don't know why it sends her and leaves him. Yep, so bugged, have to send all to pasture. Hi, buddy. Where are you going? You're still all tacked up because you're outside of the stable. I'll actually go complete this quest with River really quick. So I can teleport right there, and then it'll pretty much put me in the town where I need to go to the mountain. Not as close to it, but close enough. Make sure you're at the hitching post, and River should be upstairs. Yes. Ah, I can see you've been busy training Speckled Mountain. It must have been a lot more fun to dash around town now compared to when you first started riding. Well, it looks like you're ready to participate in the advanced competitions. And I bet you're ready to win them too. Okay, thank you. Yep, do the chat thing. Don't feel like it actually went up at all. Okay, trail entrance for it now, because it'll be closest. Yeah, trying to figure out where the stone is in comparison. Yep, so it's here, and then we'll go take a look at these wild horses and see if we get any of our dappled horses that I'd really like to find. Travel stone to the house might be closest. Yes, that is where I want to teleport, because that is going to be the closest, I think. Watch me be entirely wrong, though. Especially when I start heading the wrong direction. But I need to be on that lower level. Don't see any horse shapes just yet. Oh yeah, because it's around the bend a bit. Ooh, we have some really pretty patterned horses, and we definitely have some dappled horses. I think we got, what, 3 dappled grays? Game, you're killing me just a little bit here. I definitely want the dappleds. But I don't... This might be kind of what I'm looking for. If they're Tobiano, or yeah, Tobiano paint pattern, Pinto pattern specifically, not gonna help me for what I need, because I need an Overo. This one might have some intermediate skills. Yeah, you're dappled. For a second, I was like, I can't tell if they're dappled or done. Hi, buddy. You're about ready to go into the pen on your own. Just didn't quite make it. Hey, that dappled chestnut's pretty. Actually, I think the majority of you are dappled. I think this is probably going to be a few times where I'm going to get the whole herd in. Just because I'm very, very curious what the stats are going to be along with the colors. No? Are you actually in, or are you partway in? Okay, there we go. For a second, I was like, they're gonna pop right back out of there. That's not be great. Oh, we got horses. Wonder if I sit still, if they'll go past. They might go in on their own. I just have a feeling they'll hit about that where that marker is. Yep. They get stuck. Come on, buddy, you can do it. I swear. Oop. Do not think they enjoy having to run through these trees at all. There we go. Yeah, there's so many little things that you can get caught on. Let's see if we can talk you in going that way. There we go. I do hate that the music cuts out once in a while and just kind of takes a while to actually pop back in certain areas. Okay, let's see if that one horse is kind of on their way. Nope, different one is though. Okay, I'll take you. I did have my eye on you anyways. But I'll definitely take you and herd you in there. Oop. Trying not to play bumper cars with them. Not my goal. I'm sorry, buddy, come on. You can do it. Oh, we got another horse in their way. Actually, I got two horses in their way. Oh, you're all kind of heading this way now. Let's get you over there. Some of the dappled horses have really, really heavy dapples. There we go. We got two more. Then I'll have to do a head count. I think there's 8. Rough estimate, there's 8. Will you actually go all the way? If I don't move? Nope. Turn back around. And we have one more after this guy. Yeah, we've got 3 dapple grays. Looks like a dappled flaxen sandy chestnut possibly. Possibly done. I don't think they're buckskin, but I think buckskin is possible. Looks like red chestnut and then a liver chestnut that's not dappled, but maybe overo. And I think we have a dun or buckskin left to herd in. Let's go, buddy. Okay, you're done because you got the stripe. Don't know if the other horse in there does, but I can always check when we get there. You can do it, buddy. You're zooming though, to be fair. Come on. Nope. Clever root. You are a dappled light bay done. 3 intermediates. Your mare. Sneaky squirrel. Dapple gray done overo. 3 intermediates, and you are a stallion, and that one is what ruins that. Vibrant traveler. Black bay overo. 3 intermediates. Are you a mare? You are a mare. Okay, that works out in our favor. Wild frog. Dappled chestnut. 3 beginners, 1 intermediate. Stallion. Feisty cyclone. You are a flaxen dapple chestnut. 1 intermediate, 3 beginners. Your mare. Okay, I've already checked you. Have I checked you? Nope. Mystical opal. Dapple bay. 2 intermediates. Healthy mare. Hot riddle. You are a dappled onyx black. Be 3 beginners, and you are a mare. Electric maple. Dapple blue dun. I can kind of faintly see the stripe. 3 beginner though. If I checked you. I've checked you. Okay. We are taking you because you will fit the achievement that we need. I need to go talk to... I don't know. Is there a travel stone near here? Nope, not exactly. Okay. I need to go up to the house and go talk to Orion and see about the dye recipe that I want. Okay, Ryan, I need to talk to you. Also, should look at the styles that are here. Oh, I can't find any of the recipes here. Okay. So I'll just have to buy some of the white dye for now. Darn, okay, well, at least I know, so it is one that I'm gonna have to find. And at least I have an idea of where it probably is. I'll just have to go see. Wrong thing, I want the brush. There we go. Key brushed off. There we go. Got your hair and mane color back. Take a look at you. Your swift skill will train twice as fast. It's actually your flexibility that's the worst. It's not bad. Thought I hit a dark brown bridle. Might not. We can just do this as a setup though, it'll work. I'm actually lacking a few different colors here. Do like that for now. I'll do that for now, it'll work. It'll work. And then get some sand down for you. I'll PG that. Work on your endurance. Do that for now. And we'll take you out. Which I've screwed up slightly, because if I do this... Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to be in for a long road with this. But I'm going to train you the hard way for now. Yeah, send all to pasture. Actually, I need to do the daily races before I do that. But my goal is take them for today. I'll have to attack them later. Take them for today. And have them go around the meadow so we can kind of look for the thing. And what I'm going to do is really quickly go to town, do our coast competition, and then I go look around the meadow for a while and kind of see if I can find it. That way we can get that dye recipe and I don't have to worry about buying it. Let's see, we want to go to coast, intermediate, there we go. think I'm going to do the festival, and then I'm going to end it there for now. So festival will be the next day. It will be a little bit shorter stream today, but then I'll have longer ones this week. But generally, most streams are going to be scheduled. This is kind of a probably more of a one-off, unless I want to keep this as an extra date that I'll stream, but I kind of don't think I will want to. I think it'll be more one-off. For now is like a date that I'll stream. But yeah, I don't mind streaming Sundays. It's just it gives me a little bit more of a chance to kind of get caught up with the week. Especially this week is just going to be kind of a little bit chaotic. Because I'm trying to fit a new game in kind of on a date that it normally wouldn't go, because I want to do it the day it comes out. We got that done. We will take you back to the ranch. We also got our bonus for the day for doing it. Ranch, stable, yep. I'll put him in the pasture so he can go run around for a little bit. I wonder if she'll still have tack on. I think she does. I guess just left it on. I'm going to take a little bit more time with her before we try for a foal. So I think in this particular case, if I'm understanding right, the combination that comes from this horse is also going to be needed for another achievement. So I want to give it the best chance stat-wise, though I can also take a couple times to see if I can get the clever trait. It's just very dependent on different things. Oh. Yep, this is it's gonna take a little bit. Might be looking around the meadow at a very, very slow speed for just a bit. Oh, there we go. We got Trot. There we go. I guess right, this area also, like, extra trains her speed. Gives it that little bit of a boost. She's got the trait that her speed also just gets a boost in training anyways. Can't quite get to a gallop yet, but that works for looking around. Just gotta keep an eye on the in-game time. So I do have our other horse that I want to get trained just a bit. So I don't want to spend too much time looking, but I want to take a fair chance to kind of look around. Basically, I'm going to check a couple places that I kind of think it could be. So I feel like this pin would be a good place to kind of hide it. Or near the buildings, possibly. If it's not over by the buildings, we'll give this a try later and see if we can find it. Don't want to keep trying to go back and consistently try and find it. Yep, still no gallop. She's not having it. Sorry, buddy. Oh, there we go, finally. There we go. Maybe over by this gazebo? Nope, I thought I saw something for a second. No. No, it's the benches I saw. Nope, there's nothing in the gazebo. Doesn't look anything near it either. So we're gonna go back to the ranch for now. We'll use the teleport back to the ranch. Not gonna worry about long bouts of training with her for right now. I got more time. I've got a lot more time. Let's take you training though. I do also have a feeling I'm gonna have to get a lot more oats here in not oats, orchard grass here in a bit. Let's get you settled in. I think it was speed I wanted to train. Right now anyways, yep. Speed and flexibility. With a little bit of endurance in there. Doing too bad so far. Yeah, her stats have actually done better than I kind of thought they would. If I remember right, she had 3 intermediates for skills, which definitely a really good start. Kind of boosted this. But I also think it'll be 1 full and done, probably. I don't think I'm going to be keeping both her and the full, or having her have another full after this one, because now I've got the overgrowth that I need, and I still need a cream, but the game is not wanting to, in any way, shape, or form, seem to actually give me a chance with that. It's a little late on that. I might be able to take more in-game time the next day to do it, because again, the other horse I can use them to kind of look around different places, have them move around, and it'll still work with that just fine. This is a bit more, I'm a little more in a time crunch. So I want it to be her foal gets born, because I'm going to have to train the foal. Well, actually 2 foals to train by that time. And then be able to use her for competitions to kind of add to her earnings. And once her earnings are added to, that allows me to go in when I sell her and actually sell her for a lot more. That's kind of where I am with that. So we'll see how it all works out. We'll see if I actually make that goal as well as I want to, but I might not. 64, 46, 46. 41 on the flexibility. Speed's 44 right now. We'll see what we can do with the horse we just got. Their stats aren't too bad. Has decent potential, but it's another one of those horses where I think for the sake of the achievement, get a full for that achievement that has a clever trait that the Speckled Mountain has, because he's got the clever trait and he's the Tobiano. And go from there with that and see if I can get a full that's the specific whatever comes out of that combination for the achievement with the clever trait. But it also may take a couple times of trying that. I don't know if we'll get lucky, and that's kind of why I'm more willing to wait on that one, especially if it is going to be a thing where it's going to take multiple attempts. Then on top of that, he is our, we have 2 duns, but he is the dun I have in mind for if we find a cream horse to try to get that achievement unlocked. It'd be nice to find a cream and Overo together, and I mean, unless we do, then I can always switch them out, but I don't think we're gonna be quite that lucky with this. We're getting there. Oop. Slow down just slightly too slow. Come on, buddy, we can do it. Just that last little bit of energy to go. So close. Not energy. Just getting it the rest of the way down. Yeah, flexibility is 43 still, endurance is 48, speed's 45, jumps 46. Let's see if we can just let the flexibility is 44 now. Let the speed and flexibility kind of do their thing for the last bit of it. Need to make sure to remember to actually give her a boosting food next day, because I kind of forgot that. Feel a little bit bad about that. There we go. Energy's done for the day. Let's go take you into the stable. And get everyone else back in. Okay, all you all, let's get you all in. I hit the wrong button. Send all to stable, not all to pasture. Here we go. You're on that side, but I don't want to move you in case it makes it bug out again for it now. Watch, today will be the day that we get the forest wild horses. You say the festival today, I do believe. Should get a notification saying it's festival day. Oh. Well, that's interesting. All contestants are invited to participate in the river crossing competition. So that's Pine, advanced. Not sure why River Traveler has mud fever. What do we have to plant? I do actually have watermelon seed for once. Do the orchard grass that we're definitely gonna need a bunch of. Oh, door's already open. Let's gather our eggs. Hello. Calendar, today is festival, yes. Okay. Wanted to double check that. We at least have another quest, and it'll be our first advanced race, which we can give a try after the festival. Not 100% sure how that's gonna go. Oh, need to grab our apples and pears before I forget. Got those. Oop. Hi, buddy. Okay, let's see. It's right here. Need to actually redo your main. I forgot about that. So you had the button braids. There we go. I didn't see the little crescent marking. Put the sand down. Your feed down. Use this brush. And see what we can do about the mud fever. I think this is the exact one I need the aloe for, and I don't have the aloe. Okay, that is the one I don't have. Okay, I don't have to brush you. I'll go into the vet and get that one, because yeah, I don't have the aloe for it. I need it once I get off for the day. Actually, make a note to look for aloe spawns in game and make sure that we get some next time. Actually, just stick a sticky note to my monitor saying where it is and that I need to get it. Now I remember. Okay, you all brushed. You're good to go. You, I need to remember. Do that one, and then I need to do... We're working on flexibility, so let's do speed. Then your full should come, yeah, 3 days from now. And sunset should come tomorrow in game. Horse info. Yes. Send out a pasture, and then I will get mountain out from the pasture. Where are you going, buddy? Okay, let's go into town and go check out this festival bud. And hopefully, with the Baroque stuff, I might get pieces I don't already have and need. for like colors. Here's hope. Downside is I can't exactly look back on what I have or don't have. Aside from the hope that it wouldn't tell me that I could buy it, I guess. But I don't know. It may actually let me buy stuff I already have. Oh no, I don't think it will because I see stuff I don't have. Ooh, that's less two pieces of that set. And that's the pieces of that set. And then the little flowers. And we'll take a look at that later for putting it together. Let's at least have one full set. Let's go see what this little practice race over here is. And I will hate myself ever so slightly for going to take a look at them. Melee over would be interesting. Standard barrel race? Yeah, pretty standard barrel race. Okay. Let's see how we do with the non-practice one. Compete. Yes. Just have to remember to slow down a bit. Nice. Okay, yeah, we won it. So we got that cash prize. That takes like little to no energy because I think the most of the energy loss that we have is from the stats. Need to go take you over to this stand over here because there's not one outside this. Let's put you down, buddy. I'm not sure what you are. Oh, you're Tobiano. You're also Tobiano. You're all... Y'all have beginner stats, I think. Yep. Okay. That... I'm not too interested in that for right now. Let's go do this Pine Valley race if we can. So I think the only races that are paused are the ones that are actually in this town. Oh. I see these, but can I buy them? I didn't check that. No. I'm not actually sure how we get the antlers and stuff. That must be what they look like, because I've seen them listed. Huh. Kind of interesting. My forest, advanced, yes. See how much we end up forgetting this. Okay, yeah, we're not doing too bad at all. Definitely need to get some of the advanced jumps later. Or jumping courses so I can use them in the arena and practice with them. But, oh, there's our first mistake. There's a second. There we go. Nope, we did not get first, so we'll have to mess with that one a little bit and kind of practice. I'm not necessarily going to attempt that one again. I need to do the coast one so we can get that quest done. I'm gonna go check at the tack shop, see what their daily tack is. Yeah, because we've got to be really close to getting this statue unlocked now, so then we get the little glow spots during the day, and we get the whatever it is that it helps give. Just not there yet on it. There we go. Not doing too bad so far. There we go. Just gotta keep on zooming back towards that finish line. We're doing good, buddy. We are. There we go. Now, just to the last couple of jumps. Nice. That gets us a bit more cash. Now we can run over to the teleport stone and return to the ranch. Yeah, I'll try the pine forest on another day. Oh wait, no, we don't need to go back to the ranch. We actually need to go into town. Because of the chickens and the goats and stuff. I almost forgot. See what's available this time around. Nope, we got sheep and we've got 2 gray chickens. Not quite what I'm looking for. I will take that though. Do you have any cowboy stuff? Bit. Not quite what I'm looking for. I do want to buy... was gonna buy... watermelon, but I think I'm kind of at that point. You do need a pear tree. Where we've just hit the end of the season enough where it wouldn't be worse or worth trying to mess with them too much. Skip through that right now. I do feel bad skipping through the dialogue, but a lot of times it ends up being something that we've heard. How about the third farm field? Yep. A bit expensive, but right now worth it, and I might have stuff to sell. Do 14 of that. Okay, yeah, no, that is definitely worth selling. How about pumpkins as well? Sell the full stack for now. Yep, that's also worth it. Okay, we got a decent amount of cash back. What had 70? Oh, animal feed. Okay, yeah. Not too worried about that. There we go. Now I need to go talk to the vet. That's right, because I have the one thing I need. This is her shop. I don't see her in it though. Need that. Oof, that is a price and a half. Okay, yeah, we definitely figure out where Aloe is. That way I can cure that. Not most of what I'm looking for. Which actually is fine. Let's go take you back to the ranch. And we will go mess around with a couple tack sets and a couple of other things and see how it goes. Oh, she's over there. And I have in the fence. Ah, shoot. I'll have to let her main go up because I didn't realize it was selected on short. That's fine for now. Tack is what I wanted to look at. So now we got the broke bridle and then okay, so the purple one at least. Actually, at some point get a black halter to kind of match. Don't think I have any purple-esque accessories that match. Oh, I could put the lantern on it. I do like that. Oh, correct. If I get that, okay. Put that back for now. Okay, I think that'll work. I think that setup will be nice for now, and we definitely need to train you for a second. So let's go do that. And I don't mind ending this day a little bit early. We didn't end up getting the goats that we wanted. We didn't find new chicken colors. I know there's a white chicken that should be available if they're going off the game or colors that we can see in game that we have yet to see and hasn't been available for us. And we might train our newest horse a bit here. Okay, speed is what we're working on right now. So we'll let that go for a second. It's me saying chicken. What's going on in my background? Downside is that once in a while you got stuff in the background you have to make double check, make sure you respond to. It's kind of what's happening right now. Okay, there we go. Made sure I responded to anything that was a little bit too needs a right now response, so. Which I think for whatever reason when I tab out it also cuts the volume, which I'm very sorry about. Work on the endurance just a bit. Working the jump as well. Could work on the flexibility, but I'm not as worried about that as a skill. Make sure for a second there's nothing else that's immediately pressing. No. Just one of those days where everything seems to have happened when I started streaming. So get a little bit more on the endurance. That way this is sped up just a bit. Actually, I can take this time for a second and look up where we get Alviro. Or aloe specifically is what they call it. Aloe is actually where I did originally think it was, which was Crystal Lake. Because that was the area that I hadn't inspected much. And that is where it is. I was right, but I didn't give it enough time looking for it. Because I think it's the rare resource you can get there. So if I can find where I've got my tiny little sticky note things. There we go. Just show little book tab sticky things. It's actually some on the camera. And I will make a note on one of them, and it's going to be stuck on my computer for the next time I stream, so that I actually make sure that I go out and get that. Let me find a pen color that's actually going to show up on it. There we go. Got a little note on there that basically says Aloe and Crystal Lake, Ranch Rivershine, so that the next time I stream, it's on my PC, and I will remember to go do that. Not saying I wouldn't otherwise, but just in case. Yep. So I will remember to actually go grab Aloe. Then we need to remember to actually treat that horse when we're done training. But yeah, one of these things I will suggest, if you have a computer, have these things. These were gifted when I bought a book, to be fair, because I bought it directly from the author, and he put a little goodie bag with it. But if you ever get a chance, get the little tiny sticky notes. I have some from college, for when specifically uni, when I go through uni, for books, and it's easier to like tab a page instead of like a majority of the books you can't highlight unless you own it. Definitely suggest those. I especially keep them on your around your computer. Keep them kind of also in the bag or anything if you have to make like not notes on the go, but just need to have something on the go. Really nice. We're getting there. Speed's at 49. Jump is at 50. Might get our speed up one more point. And when I stream next, I'll see about giving her a watermelon to get it, because I think she's pretty much where I need her to be. She's got about 2 more days left, I think. Give or take. She's about where I need her to be fully trained before she has her full. But I just gotta make sure that's how it's actually being. Yeah, speed is at 50 now. And her energy is depleted. Okay. Let's go take you back. We'll take our other horse and go look around the meadow. Then you make sure to give her the mud poultice. And eventually I'll get kind of different outfits to kind of match some of the funkier attack sets I'm putting together. Oh, are you stuck? Do you want this open? Speaking of which, this is gonna look so funny. Yep, you get to have mud on you all day. Depending if I want to train you then, I might let you rest. Oh, hi? You do want to come with? Okay. It's so funny having her walk around with mud. You know, I can give you a watermelon though for energy. That'll help out a little. Let's go take you to the meadow. Could actually take you into town. But let's go take you to the meadow. Let's try Yisha's home and take a look around it and see if I can find that chest before we end our day. At least one chest. There's 3 more to find. Yes, 3 more to find. Still, for me here. I don't know. I could check in the... I wouldn't think it'd be in the field here, but... You never know. Nope, one did not get stuck in the field. See, is there any up here? Not that I can see. Don't think there was one up here. If there was, I think we got it. Yeah, take a quick look around, but I think there was one here. I think we already have it, maybe? Might be across the other side of the bridge, though, too, if there was one and we got it. So I want to say there was one in a similar location. But I have to go back and, like, watch the first streams and see if where we found them all. To kind of know where maybe not to look. We are getting orchard grass, though, which is definitely going to be helpful in the long run. Check kind of around different places like this. Any sort of grove of trees is technically a place that could be hidden. I wonder if there's another one in the maze. That's another place I could see one being put. Maze is this way, I think. Yeah, the maze is this way somewhere. What's here? Yes, they could have put another one in the maze, because there was one. Her speed is going to be insanely through the roof at this point. I'll take it, though. I will gladly take it. think now I have to check the dead ends too, just to see if there's anything. For a second I thought I saw sparkles. No, I think I do. Wait, is it one of the light spots though? It is. It's not a chest. Got our apples. Nope. No chest, I think. Unless it's hidden kind of in a corner. Or a dead end. This is a very far dead end. Nope, no, it's just an alternate entrance, okay. Well, there's that. That, however, is a dead end. And no chest. Okay, let's take you back. I'll just see what her skills are, I think. I don't think she's gourmand. Stable, yep. Force info, you have... yeah, always clean. You get extra speed and your speed trains as fast, or twice as fast. Nice. Okay. Let's put you in for the day. Force info. You're fine. Okay. Let's enable the stable and we'll end the day. We'll do it a little bit early today because we'll have our full. Interact. Send all to stable. Everyone's in, everyone's going good to go. Not everyone is gonna go, everyone is good to go. They'll sleep for now. And that is where I'm going to end it for now, and we'll be back later. I'll just see what that said, because I think it said a couple different things. But yeah, so probably stream this again Friday. I don't think I'll do it any sooner than that, but Friday. The next time I stream will be Tuesday, and it will be the Tales of the Shire game. I'll probably grab it as soon as it comes out on Steam. I'll do Ranch Rivershine for sure Friday and Saturday. Tuesday will be Tales of the Shire. Thursday will be our Assassin's Creed slot that I've been doing for right now. Other than that, up in the air, not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to end up sliding Ranch Rivershine in a couple times this week, I don't think so. I kind of want to keep it to the schedule. I don't know if I'll add Sunday to the schedule. That is a thing for later. I kind of don't think I will. I think it'll stick kind of the Saturday or Friday, Saturday, with Thursday being Assassin's Creed. I might put something Tuesday, but it won't be Ranch of Rivershine per se. I don't think. We'll see about that. Anyways, it was fun having you guys here. Thank you for joining me. We will continue playing this. We'll get Aloe next time. We will get to meet our foal next time. Thankfully, there is a bush in front of that window, so we can't have a spoiler. Because you can see where the horses are inside the stables. But, it was fun. Thank you so much for joining me with this. I will be back Friday with this game. And I can't wait to have more fun with this.